So today we are modeling with polynomial functions. Basically, what we do is, we did this earlier in the year to determine if something was quadratic or not. And what we want... So you guys will all need calculators.
Wait, when is the final?
19th.
And then we got it on 20th?
Yeah, you don't see me on the 20th. Because remember, it's one of those ones where you go first through third on the 19th, and then fourth.
So like 2 hours?
It's like an hour and a half for the final. On the 19th and 20th, we get out early. There's an assembly next Friday. No, 19, 20 is the half days. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to see the changes in my y values, and the number of times it takes me to find the changes is the type of function it's going to be. So if it took me 1 time for all of the changes to be the same, it would be linear. If it took me 2 times, it'd be quadratic. And if it took me like 3 times, it'd be cubic. Okay? So first I want to figure out how many times it's going to take me. So how do I go from 1 to 4? 4 to 10? 10 to 20? 20 to 35? Yeah. 35 to 56?
21.
And 56 to 84? 28-ish. Yeah, it's 28. If you ever don't know, you want to take the second number and subtract the first. That's my worst hour. I have 34 people in it, and yeah. Okay, how do I go from 3 to 6?
3.
How do I go from 6 to 10? 10 to 15? 7. Okay, so are my rows the same yet? No. So I'm going to go again. How do I go from 3 to 4? 4 to 5? 5 to 6? And 6 to 7. Are they the same? Yes. So it took me 3 tries. No, we're not doing nonlinear anymore. We know what it's called when it's nonlinear. What is a number with an exponent of 3? Cubic. Okay? So now that I know what type of function it is, I want to use these steps at the top of the page. You're going to have to remember the steps. We've done this before, though, when we were doing quadratic regressions. Okay, so what I want to start off by doing is I want to go to Stat. It's this button right here. And then Edit, so I press Enter. L1 is my x values. L2 is my f of x values. If there's numbers already in here, I want to clear them out. I do that by going up to like L1 and then just pressing the clear button. So you see how that says L1? If I, that's in the light. If I arrow up to it where it's black and then I press the clear button, it clears the column when I arrow down. Yeah, then I just put the numbers in. Because this one's like actually very applicable to real life because like it's how when they're predicting population growth, it's like how they actually do it. They like enter data points and then like scientists, if they're like predicting data growth, they actually do stuff like this. Well, you guys are always complaining that we don't do math that's helpful in real life. This one's helpful. I just explained.
How does that do with the code that
It doesn't. Okay, has everyone typed in their points? Okay, so once I type them in, I'm going to go second mode. It takes me back home. Then I'm going to press stat again. And then this time I'm going to arrow over to the middle column that says calc. And then, so we said this was cubic, so what choice do I want to pick? Cubic. The 6. So then it brings me to this screen. I arrow all the way down to the word calculate, and I press enter. I said we've done stuff like this before. Invalid. Your lists don't match up. No, you're in the wrong calculate. You need to be in stat. Jessica, go look at your data values you typed in. I think one of your lists is longer than the other. Are you on the calculate screen or are you on the 6? On the test, these numbers will be nice numbers, so they're either decimals that end or whole numbers. Just giving you a heads up. Let me see. That is complicated. And I go on to that calculation.
Bro, I missed school one day and I'm failing my class now. So maybe I didn't come yesterday, and I'll start playing my chemistry.
Yeah. Someone changed it so it's pulling the fourth list instead of the first list. That's fine, if you don't have the R. We don't need the R. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this equation on my paper. So I'm going to write y equals, and then I'm going to replace my a with this. I'm going to round to 2 decimal places. So 0.17, and then it's going to be x cubed, then plus 0.5x squared. Yeah, I rounded to 2 decimal places. And on the test, it's either nice whole numbers or like 2 decimal places that end. 0.33x. And then, do I need to write the 0 at the end if it says 0? No. Okay, so questions here? Yeah, it does all the hard work for me and just gives me the equation. I don't think it's cubic. X cubed, yeah. Okay, so how do I go from 0 to 0? 0 to 40? 40 to 168? 128. 432 to 168? 364? 880 to 432? 260. And then 880 to 432? Okay. You can't count to 448. Okay, 0 to 40.
30. Oh, 40.
40 to 128.
I don't know.
I think all of them have little numbers except for one of the retakes. Like, and by little I mean like under 100.
176.
Yeah.
Is it?
Right. You actually used a calculator this time.
Dumb. I got you. Where is this? 176.
Is it 176? 264 minus 128?
Oh, 128?
Yeah.
Oh, I subtracted it.
Okay. 448 minus 264. 184? Okay. So, 40 to 88?
48.
88 to 136? 48? Guess this one is also cubic. Then I type in the numbers and I go pick cubic. You go stat, and then the first thing you do is edit. And then you want to clear out your columns. And then type them in. Yeah. You didn't press the right stat. There's a black stat under the delete button. Yeah, edit. The first thing you do is edit so you can type in your numbers. You have to go all the way up to L1, press clear, and then arrow down. Once I've typed it all in, I go second mode, and it takes me home. I'm gonna go home too, I'm sick. Okay, so then once I've typed in all my points, I go second mode, and then I'm home. Then I press stat again. This time I arrow over to calc. This one is cubic again, so I pick cubic. I go all the way down to calculate, and and then I press enter, and it should give me the equation. Oh, these ones are nice numbers. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's the same steps, though, Jessica. The first one was ugly. Yeah, arrow over to calc. And then you want it to pick the cubic choice. Okay, so then I plug in. I have x cubed minus x squared minus 2x, and then I don't have to write the d because it has a 0. Questions here? Questions?